A very good morning, Team Zimbabwe. Mamuka say, welcome to Africa and Television Network. And my name is Ronald Wekwa Makusha. This morning, let us talk about important matters. Remember, budget present on Honorable Mthuli Ncube ndoriri kupisa izvezvizvi. So, this budget has been discredited in Zimbabwe and out of Zimbabwe. Everybody is talking about this budget. Guys, budget rinonyadzisa. It seems as if rakagadzirwa naana grade 0. But let us go on to the disadvantages of this budget, especially when you're talking about wealth tax. So we are going to be guided by Advocate Fadzai Mahere's analysis, a very important analysis which she gave regarding this thing chinonzi wealth tax, and we need to understand kuti pavanenge vachitaura nezvewealth tax vari kumboti chii. So Advocate Fadzai Mahere clearly indicates the problems associated with this wealth tax, and she says all of the problematic announcements made during Mthuli Ncube's budget presentation on Thursday, the wealth tax is arguably the most unsound. The minister proposes to impose 1% annual tax on all homeowners of a house worth 100,000 or more on the grounds that they have more income. So, zviri kunzi iwewe kana une imba iri worth 100,000 or more, you have more income. But let us talk about this as deduced by Advocate Fadzai Mahere. So I'm going to be brief. I'm not going to read everything. I'm going to be brief. Let us talk about a pensioner who is getting $30 US a month. This is a 70-year-old pensioner. So anoiwana kupi wealth tax yekuti ange achibhadhara, because when you're a pensioner, you no longer have other sources of income. It doesn't mean kuti when you're a pensioner and you have a house, you have other sources of income. Unenge une vazukuru, unenge une chivesa unoda kuchengetwa under you, which means marentals auri kucollecta, they might be going to satisfy other services. You are getting a $30. It can't afford, even if you put it together, you will not be able to pay wealth tax 1,000 US dollars panonopera gore. So it can't. Message Zaramba. Let us talk about somebody who was divorced. A woman who was married to a very wealthy person and was divorced, but was given a house which is worth $100,000. It doesn't mean that person will be able to raise 1,000 US dollars in a year. It doesn't mean that that person is wealthy. Yes. Let us talk about an unemployed 19-year-old. Akainherita imba kubva kuna mai vake or kuna baba vake. The parents are no longer there. Even the companies or the businesses are no longer there. Where is that young person going to get money? Doesn't mean if you have a house, you're wealthy. So my question is, Marino Vakupi kana uneimba, you have a house, yes, but where does money come for somebody to say you are wealthy? Because a house, if you are not collecting rentals from it, if you are not collecting meaningful rentals from it, where else are you going to get the money? That's very important. You are not using the house as a lodge. You're not using the house as a brothel or whatever. Where are you going to get the money? Okay, let's talk about somebody who was employed, gainfully employed, but was retrenched because of the economy. Where are they going to get that money? So you see that a person can own a home, but have lost all their savings or business under one of the. What does that mean? It means that person who simply have a house, nochinchega chanenge akabatirira chine value, but that does not mean that person is wealthy. So simply taxing these people who are sitting in their homes and breathing is injustice, and it offends the constitutional principle that the tax burden should be shared fairly. It means we are no longer sharing the burden fairly, and in this nature, if we have a distorted economy like the one we have in Zimbabwe, there is no guarantee that it is going to be administered fairly. So it means the people are going to continue to suffer. The people are on their own. And I find this analysis from Advocate Fadzai Mahere a very, 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 very fair analysis. Because the pensioners, non-income earning homeowners, and the other poorly paid citizens who managed to purchase homes when the economy fared better decades ago, persons cannot be described as wealthy. So, and the definition of wealth Team Zimbabwe kuti vanhu vanoiunza sei. What is the definition of wealth? We do not know kuti vanoiwana kupi vana Mthuli Ncube when they are crafting something and call it wealth tax. Scans imposing a blanket tax on homeowners would result in the illegal double taxation on persons who are already paying rates and property taxes on their homes, which rates they can, in most instances, barely afford. What justification is there for taxing persons twice for water, local clinics, and basic services? So, what are the consequences in my own view? The consequences are that if you are going to fail this year to settle down 1,000, after 10 years, you have 10,000. After 20 years, you have 20,000 plus interest rate. And they'll start to come after you through the courts. You fail to pay because you will not have that money. They'll come and attach your house. It will be sold for less than 100,000 and you'll gain nothing. Ichatirwa futi chitsotsi painotengeswa ipapo. So tichasara tisina dzimba, muchasara musina dzimba. That is the danger. Another person said, is this punishment for the people in the urban areas who voted out President Emmerson Mnangagwa? We do not know, guys, what you think, how you view it. But in the comment section, please let us have this opportunity to talk. What do you really think? So to cut the story short, let us hear the last statement from Advocate Father Mahere. She says, additionally, a wealth tax is difficult, expensive, and inefficient to administer. In an economy like Zimbabwe, the immediate question that arises is who would carry out the valuations, with what money, and using which formula? The avenues for distortion and corruption would be boundless. Imposing this ill-thought-out wealth tax will encourage tax evasion and has the potential to drive away property investors if imposed. Persons with the means will opt to buy in Johannesburg or South Africa, where the tax burden is less burdensome and one can get more bang for their buck. Yes, it's true. So it will have a negative impact on the people. It will have a negative impact on the economy, and everybody is going to suffer the same way. But to me, this is a looting technique where a lot of homeowners are going to lose their homes. A lot of homeowners are going to suffer because of this madness. So those are zviri vana Zimbabwe isusu chedu kutambura chavo kutora zvese. So handize vanodya zvapfupi nekureba handizoti munozviona. So let us meet in other episodes as well as other podcasts.